Loss of biodiversity may not seem like that big of an issue, but there are currently over 16,000 entries on the Red List of Threatened Species by the World Conservation Union, 5,624 vertebrates, 2,101 invertebrates, and 18,390 plants, and estimated rates of extinction are now 50 to 500 times higher than before. These are astonishing figures, leaving estimation that by the year 2050, only 35 years from now, over a quarter of all species on land will be extinct. Our biggest worry, though, is not the endangerment or extinction of a species, but the rapid climate change and accelerating biodiversity loss putting human security at risk in exposing our food supply. Food chains can collapse, depriving us of not only one species, but its entire food chain, affecting another food chain by incomplete fertilization of its producer, leaving us with not only an extinction of species, but a downward destruction of all living specimens. But we don't only rely on biological diversity for our food security alone. Plants and fauna are used in medicines and other products that we use daily, including soaps, clothing, buildings, and of course paper. Imagine a world without medicine. We use it carelessly to treat viruses, colds, sore throats and headaches, to fight diseases, numb pain, kill bacteria and battle cancer, all of which would be impossible without the range of plants that we can use to create cures. Even the water we drink relies on living plankton and other bacteria to remain purified and safe for our consumption. Species evolve to live within certain temperatures and adapt throughout natural climate change. However, the rapid climate change generated by humans is forcing temperature ranges to exceed the adapted limits, thus threatening the survival of a species. This threatens the species directly or indirectly through the destruction of a species that it depends upon for survival, thus making climate change the biggest threat to our range of biological diversity. Although the Earth's climate has changed indifferently over the billions of years of its existence, the changes we are enduring now are rapidly altering. Rapid climate change is caused by humans and our excessive uses of fossil fuels, increased levels of atmospheric carbon dioxide, and of course our ignorant inability to see the harm that we cause to our world. Global warming is the biggest concern. It is predicted by the IPCC that by the year 2100, the Earth will be an average of 6 degrees hotter. This may not seem like much, but the last ice age, occurring 20,000 years ago, had the Earth reading average temperatures of only 6 degrees cooler than they are today. Furthermore, the rise of terrible disasters occurring recently, including the bleaching and dying of coral reefs, one in particular being close to home, the melting of glaciers and sea ice causing rising sea levels, and of course extreme storms, floods, heat waves and droughts have all occurred with only an average of 1 degree rise in temperature. But climate change isn't the only human-induced threat to biodiversity. Modifications to the land resulting in reducing habitats presents a larger problem when introduced species and disease strike, giving the targeted a lower chance of survival in the restricted and modified habitats that remain. We rely on biodiversity in every aspect of life and frankly can't survive without it. So now it's our turn to give back to our home in thanks for all it has and continues to supply for us.